Hello, I'm Zorab and this is Byther Farm. And this morning, well, the sun is out, it's looking glorious. I'm getting on with some chores. We are just a couple of weeks away from winter and this is wonderful. It's one of those days where I just want to come out and just appreciate the warmth. Yesterday was quite cold, it was quite damp, and today, although it's a bit windy, it is lovely. And even Big White agrees with me. Hello darling, here you go. He's a good boy. Yes, you are. You're such a good boy. Yeah. Hello. Hello. Good morning to you. Very cross with me for picking you up. There you go. Yes. There. Go. Oh, I know. There you go. I was asked yesterday if I knew how much square footage I had in terms of growing space, and I can answer that fairly easily. There are 20 beds that we use, and each bed is 4 feet wide and 13 feet 10 long in terms of growing space. So they're 14 feet laid out, so I think we can say 14 times 4, which is 56 times 20, so whatever that works out at. And the beds are all laid out with 3 feet between them, and part of that is because when I moved here and I was using walking sticks to get around, I was acutely aware that at some point I might need a wheelchair to be able to get around the garden. So I wanted to make the pathways wide enough to be able to take a wheelchair down and have room to get round corners and things. So that's the reason for the spacing of these beds. This purple sprouting broccoli is looking pretty good. Very pleased with it. While I'm out here, I might as well do a little bit of weeding. Normally I'd just do a chop and drop, but these they're already in flower. I don't want them to go to seed in the bed. Once I've weeded this, I'll bring out a bit of mulch to keep the water in and to break down over the winter and next year and improve the soil. Well, you know what it's like when you start doing a little bit of weeding, you might as well work your way down through the bed and get it all finished. And so that's what I'm doing. And there's some fairly hefty thistles in here. These aren't the really nasty ones that we have here, but they're quite unpleasant if you grab them by accident. And there's quite a lot of grass, and there's some very lovely worms. Well, obviously I'm not going to be getting rid of these. Off you go, sweetheart. There you go, cover you back up. And then these are some carrots that I sowed much earlier in the year. They're quite big, they're probably a bit woody now, but I'm going to lift them and quick push down, and then hopefully it will just come away. There we go. Well, that doesn't look too bad. I'm very pleased with that. Oh, I don't know, I want the earwig to go with it, but I'm really pleased with that. A quick push down and then lift. Do you know, I can see almost no damage on these. These look great. So, I think we will be having something with carrots for lunch. They are really good, and you can hear how pleased I am. That's great news. And just here are some beetroot that I sowed really quite late in the year in the hope that we might get one last crop. And you know, I think we might. I think they might carry on growing enough to give us a winter or maybe just an early spring crop of red and white beetroot. Okay, this is enormous. This is a mighty big parsnip, and its roots don't just go straight down, they're spreading out. Okay, Mr. J is chopping wood at the moment, but I think I'm going to ask him if he can give me a hand getting this out. Oh, and as soon as I ask for his help, of course, here it comes. So this is a self-sown parsnip. I leave a couple of plants to go to seed every year so that I have fresh parsnip seed, and this is one that self-sowed itself because the parsnips were in this bed last year, or maybe they were in the bed next to us, but they're obviously nearby because I didn't plant any parsnips in this bed. So I'm trying the method of pushing down on it to loosen it, but quite frankly that's not doing anything, and given the size of it I think this probably goes down quite a long way. I think I might have to go and find a fork. I was just looking around the garden, and because it's pretty much a no-dig garden here, there is no sign of a fork anywhere around, so I'll have to go and find one. Well, this is what I got out in the end. The end broke off, so who knows how long that root was. But this will certainly give us a good meal. I'm very pleased. For a self-sown plant, that's not bad at all. I'm really pleased with my haul of veg this morning. So plenty of carrots, both orange and yellowy green ones. Well, I think they're supposed to be yellow. So plenty of those. A couple more of the white beetroot, and I'm taking those with the tops because I'll use the beets and the tops. And then masses of huge knobbly gnarly parsnips, and I'm going to take these in. This one, which is reasonably straight, I'm going to cut into long slices and roast, and all the rest of it I'm going to make parsnip mash, which we absolutely love. Get it into portions and get it in the freezer, so it's there for me to use at a later date. And so, wherever you are in the world and whatever you've got planned for today, I hope it's a good one, and I also hope you'll join me again next time.